Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we're going to be doing a comparison video on a new primer that just released from Physicians Formula. Well, I didn't just release, I think it's been, I'm not sure, maybe a month or two, but it's newer and I haven't tried it, and I wanted to do a comparison video with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. You guys know that the e.l.f. primers are my favorite, especially the matte one, but I wanted to compare the Poreless Putty one with the new Physicians Formula one. So don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you guys haven't already, and if you guys want to see my thoughts and opinions, then keep on watching. So this is a new Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Putty Primer. So this is their packaging, and it honestly looks like the e.l.f. one. So it has a packaging like their new butter bronzer. Is it the butter bronzer, or it's like the matte Monoi butter bronzer? But it has this cute packaging. It is just like the e.l.f. one. And it does have like a coconut smell. Slight coconut smell. And the e.l.f. one doesn't. So let's do a comparison side by side. So this one is the e.l.f. one on my right. This one is the Physician Formula on my left. So this one looks like a little bit lighter than this color, but there is really no color when you apply it with the e.l.f. one anyways. But the e.l.f. one doesn't have like any smell or anything, and they're literally like the same size, you guys. I don't see a difference at all in them. So what I want to do is apply it on one side of my face and apply the e.l.f. one on the other side of my face to see if they're exactly alike. But before we do that, let's get into the claims of what the Physician Formula one claims to do. So it's a putty primer infused with our exclusive butter blend to deliver a radiantly soft, poreless complexion, incredibly creamy and soft texture. Prep skin allows makeup to glide on smoothly for on all-day wear. So you apply evenly with your fingers, let it set for 30 seconds, then apply makeup. It says it can be worn alone or under foundation. And that's pretty much it. And I don't believe, it might be a little bit more expensive than the e.l.f. one, and nothing too crazy, I don't think. I want to say it was like $10 maybe, and I think the e.l.f. one is $8. But I'll leave everything down below in the description bar. As always, you guys can always check it out there. I always link everything with the link so you can take you straight to it. So I zoom you guys a little bit closer. And I am so hot, you guys. So hot. Outside it's not that hot, but I'm pregnant, so I'm like really hot. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get started. So I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. one. So I'm going to do the e.l.f. one on the right side of my face. So there's the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This one is not their matte primer. There's the Poreless Putty one, which is the first one that they came out with, and then they came out with more. And then on my left side of the face, we're going to go ahead and go in with the Physicians Formula one. Like I said, it has like a slight coconut smell. And it does glide smoothly out of the pan. A little bit more smoother than the e.l.f. one. But let's see how it feels. It kind of feels creamy on the face. Oh yeah, kind of like a moisturizer is what it feels like. That's probably why I said you can wear it just by itself without makeup. It's but I mean, it's very smooth. And that coconut smell is still in there. So if you guys don't like coconut smell, you're not going to really like this, because I can kind of smell it on my face. So this one is definitely a lot more creamier than the e.l.f. one. Like this one, the Physician Formula, feels kind of like a moisturizer. So let's just take a look at the face to see if there's like a difference or anything. I definitely feel like the e.l.f. side did cover out my pores a little bit more. And this side is still, I can still see my pores. They're a little bit bigger than this side. And definitely this side is a lot more luminous. than the e.l.f. side. So we'll see how that works because I'm very oily and I don't want to be super oily, you know, with a primer. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to apply my makeup and my base and everything, and then I'll come back and show you guys to see which side looks better or if they look the same. Right now I feel like the e.l.f. one did cover my pores a little bit more, and on the other side of my face with the Physicians Formula, I feel like the pores are still a little bit big. It's much more luminous. If you have dry skin, I think it would work great. But let's give it a shot first. Let's put my makeup on and then we'll come back and then I'll show you guys how it looks. Okay, so I wanted to come back and just show you guys how the foundation blends with a primer. And I'm using the e.l.f. Camo CC Foundation in the shade 330W. So I just want to come on here. Let me just show you guys, okay? Because I was like, you know what? Let me see if it blends any different. So right now I'm blending on the side where I have the e.l.f. Putty Primer and it's blending, you know, the foundation is nice. I will review on it if you guys want to check it out. Then of course I'm using my favorite sponge of all time is the e.l.f. Think Total Face Sponge. They almost look, no, see, I feel like this is the e.l.f. Poreless Primer and this is the Physicians Formula. I feel like the Physicians Formula one is definitely a lot more dewy than the other side. So let me just go ahead and apply the concealer, a little bit of highlight, bronzer, all that good stuff, and then I'll be back this time. Okay guys, so I am back with the rest of my makeup. I went ahead and did apply a little bit of powder all over my face because this side where the Physicians Formula primer was definitely a lot more luminous than the e.l.f. side. So I just went ahead, just applied a little bit of powder just to see how it looked. It did calm it down a little bit. It looks a little bit dewy, but it doesn't look too bad. But it definitely was a lot dewier than the e.l.f. side. And as far as my pores, if you guys can see, I feel like it did neutralize them so they look about the same size. It does look really good, but it's just like the downfall of it. I feel like for my skin type, or if you're watching and you're oily like me, I feel like this is a primer that you would wear during the winter time, which right now where I live, it's really not that cold anymore, and it doesn't get that cold. So, and I'm just oily all year round no matter what. So I just feel like if you live in a colder climate and you have oily skin, I feel like it might be okay if you wear it in the winter time, if you do powder it on top. But in the summertime here, there's like no way, you guys, because I get super oily really fast. So I have to wear a primer that is a little bit matte. And the e.l.f. one is not a matte primer, but it doesn't make me oily. But the Physicians Formula one, you guys, it was a lot more luminous. I did powder it, and I might leave it on for a little while and take a picture and insert it here somewhere to show you guys in a few hours to see how it looked for a few hours. If the powder did help or if it didn't help. So those are my kind of final thoughts. You guys let me know. I'll do another little spin around on my face. So this side is the Physicians Formula, and this side is the e.l.f. one. So you guys let me know if it looks the same, or do you guys think it looks different, more luminous still than the other side. So yeah, you guys let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions on it, if you guys liked it, if you guys tried it. So for right now, it's like maybe a 4, only because it got so luminous on my skin, very oily. If you're dry skin, I feel like this would be a good primer for you. But yeah, you guys definitely let me know in the comments down below, and let me know if there's anything else that you guys want me to try for you guys. if you guys want a tutorial on this makeup look. I really am digging it today. But yeah, this concludes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and always supporting me. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.